Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for January 2022. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas, and I do hope that you guys have a good upcoming New Year's. I do want to take a second and remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If you find that that's the case for you, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements. See if those readings might resonate a little bit better. Also keep in mind that the monthly readings are a little bit predictive in nature, so if it's not the actual thing that's occurring for you now, it may occur for you in a week, 2 weeks, or 3, so you can always check back. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, Libra. Spirit, can I have the energy of Libra for January? What would you like Libra to know? Libra. Alright. Libra, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So possibly dealing with a financial loss. It could be a loss of stability or a connection. Yeah, it's been affected by some kind of deception. So this loss occurred because somebody was being sneaky. There's a sense of entrapment, a sense of a trap being set here, and perhaps the loss occurred because you fell into that trap. Let's see what happened in the past. We have the Hierophant in reverse, sign of Taurus. But we see that there is either a lack of commitment, or so perhaps somebody who didn't want to commit, or perhaps there's been a broken commitment here. Let's see why all this is happening. Why is all this happening, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So there was some kind of conflict. I do feel like the conflict is over, and I feel like not only is the conflict over, but I feel like you kind of came out feeling like you had won, but at what cost? You know, there is a sense here that this conflict did include some kind of either manipulation. We see that there was some treachery. There was some kind of treachery is the word that comes to mind. It could have just been some arrogance or some kind of narcissistic behavior that was involved here. But the conflict is now over. And it brought what I just heard, winds of change. It brought winds of change with it. Let's see what's on your mind here, Libra. Okay, so Justice, card of Libra. Yeah, so there's a decision. You know that you're in a position here to make a decision. It may be between two people. And I feel as if you have avoided this decision. You want to make the right decision. You want to make a balanced decision. Finances might be involved in this. And I feel as if you in the past have maybe avoided this decision. You've been very guarded in the past. I don't feel as if you're guarded any longer. I feel like you're moving closer to making a decision. You're not quite there, but I don't feel like you are as guarded. And I do feel like you're starting to see things a little more clearly. I do feel like you want, your mind, you're focused on doing the right thing here. You are aware there's a decision that must be made. Let's see what we have here coming for you in January. What's happening for Libra in January? The Ten of Cups. Wow, Libra. I love this. Okay, so Libra, you have emotional contentment coming in January. Very nice. I feel like it's heartwarming experiences, family. There's going to be, you're going to have a lot of emotional contentment in January. Let's see how you're showing up here. Okay, we have the Four of Coins in the reverse. So, Libra, there's a situation here that is either trying to end or trying to transform. I feel like it's a situation that is trying to end, and you're not allowing it. You've been holding on to this situation, and I feel like you're closer to letting that situation go. Not quite there, but you're closer. We also have the Five of Cups in the reverse. This, whatever it is that you've been holding on to, Libra, has made you sad in the past. You've kind of been looking at things from a negative standpoint and holding on to things, not allowing it to transform, not allowing something to end. That's whatever this decision is that you have here. I think you've been afraid of making the wrong choice. You're beginning to, you're shifting. You haven't quite reached the point where you're making that choice yet, but you're shifting. Now you're beginning to focus on what it is that you want, and you're beginning to let go of whatever this is that you've been holding on to. So that's positive. And I see this happening for you in January. Let's see what's coming towards you. All right, the energy coming towards you, we do have the Six of Swords. It is in the reverse. So there is somebody who has attempted to move away from the situation, move away from you, because they felt as if there was a toxicity to the situation. They may have felt that it was only physical. This person has found that they are unable to move away from you, Libra. This person, they're feeling a little bit stuck right now because they did try to move away from this connection, but they have found that they are unable to do so. It's a very strong connection. That's the energy coming towards you. Let's see what Spirit's advice is. All right, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so Spirit's advice is to balance things out before you move forward. Right now, things are unbalanced. So Spirit's advice is, in order to move forward, you have to balance things out. Let's see the outcome. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Six of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so in the outcome, Libra, I see you walking away from a situation where at one time you may have been giving your attention to too many things. I see you walking away from that. There's change. You're beginning to move. You're beginning to allow the change to occur. There is a connection that you're walking away from because there is a sense of the emotion having been drained in that connection. You're walking away from a connection, and I wouldn't say embracing change, but accepting change in order to move towards another connection. And that connection is a new love. As you do this, you will be ending a situation where you may have been giving your attention to more than one person or more than one situation. There is a sense here that there have been a lot of, your energy has been divided. It's been given to in a lot of different directions. That's going to end, and your focus will be on the one person. So Spirit's advice here is to create balance before you move forward, though. Interesting. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and this tells me that in the underlying energy there is most likely a lack of communication. And I feel like it's not entirely for some it is. For some there's a total lack of communication with somebody. For others, though, there has been a lack of communication that about a specific subject. And I feel like this is something that you've been keeping quiet about for a very long time. And I feel like this is something that you've kind of kept close to the vest, or held close to the vest, held close to you. There's something you're not discussing, you're not talking about. Okay? All right, so let's start. Spirit, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, there it is again. There's that Four of Coins. So you're letting go of this loss. Whatever this loss is, it's in your energy here as well. You've experienced either a financial loss or the loss of a connection, a loss of stability, and I see you letting it go. That loss was incurred because of deception. We have the King of Pentacles here in the reverse. So there was a loss of stability, a loss of money. It occurred because of deception. It could be that if this has to do with money, there was deception with regard to money. It may have been by someone who was in a fatherly type of role who created some kind of deception. Could have been a family member. If this has to do with relationship, there was someone who was likely the masculine energy in the connection, who was unfaithful. But not necessarily. It could have been the masculine energy ended things because the other partner was unfaithful. It could also be that scenario. But there's a loss here regardless, that was caused by deception. And I see somebody ending a connection. Now in the past, we have the Hierophant in reverse. So someone was manifesting, and they were manifesting for commitment. So either they did not get the commitment, or they got the commitment and it wasn't everything that they had hoped it would be, or they got it and it was later broken. While this is happening, again, there was this conflict. This conflict occurred because of deception. And it was costly. This conflict was costly. It was damage. Damage was done in this conflict. All of the conflict, there's a desire either to end this conflict or the conflict is already over. It's clarified here by the Eight of Coins. So this conflict could have been with somebody at work. It could have been involving your money, or it could have been involving something to do with work. But there was conflict here, and work is somehow involved in it. Some of you are working to resolve the conflict currently, and that's why all this is happening. And that's very strong. The desire to resolve the conflict because of the cost of it is very strong. Now, let's see what's on your mind. I see you moving closer to making a decision here. There is a desire to do the right thing and create balance. we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Wands reversed. And we have the Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, I don't feel like you're telling anybody what you're thinking, Libra. You're kind of keeping that to yourself. I do feel like you may have told people you want to do the right thing, but I feel like you're kind of keeping your plans to yourself. And you may feel that you're blocked for some reason as far as taking action, making a decision. Yeah, there's something here that you're feeling blocked about with regard to this decision. I also think you're definitely not talking about a decision that you're considering. Because when you do, you want it delivered very quickly. I feel like you're keeping quiet because when you make the decision, when you finally come out with the decision, when you make a decision, you're going to very quickly deliver that decision. And until then, you're going to keep quiet about it. So let's see why we have this Ten of Cups, because I do see a lot of happiness coming in for you in the month of January, and that's very nice. So let's see what that's about. All right, we have the King of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. So that's a couple, okay? But that's a couple that's not seeing eye to eye. We have the Lovers. We have the Five of Cups. Five of Coins. We have the Two of Rods in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so fire sign energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. We also have earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Gemini's here. Strong Taurus. Strong Gemini too. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is I do see that there's going to be a lot of emotional joy. It's going to be related more so to family. There is a couple here, but I do see that you're not seeing eye to eye. So I'm seeing that there's actually going to be a split with regard to family. It's a decision, and it's a decision between two people. I'm seeing it over and over, where one person gets left out in the cold, and you know it's a choice that has to be made that for a very long time hasn't been made. I do feel like someone is going to get left out in the cold, and I feel like with the Two of Wands in the reverse, that someone's not going to be chosen. So again, like I said, it looks like there might be two people. Like Libra, you might have a choice between two people here. So I see you choosing one and not choosing the other. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I also see some financial difficulties involved with some of this. A financial loss, but it will be smaller than what you think it's going to be. So it is going to lead you to happiness, though, because that choice, making a choice, is going to lead you to happiness. So let's see how you're showing up. Let's clarify that. All right. So we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Emperor, and we have the Nine of Coins in the reverse. So yeah, you're going to take charge of this. Like I said, you're kind of transitioning where in the past you have been focused on what's lost and, you know, holding on to something here that has been trying to transform or has been, you know, needing to be released. I feel like you're finally reaching a point where you're transitioning. You're releasing something. You're beginning to focus on love instead of sadness. That's going to enable you to step into your power here. Libra, you're going to step into your power. You're going to take charge of the situation. And I do see you really being in your power as you release whatever this is that you've been holding on to. You're going to have a renewed sense of purpose and a renewed sense of optimism. And it's going to have to do with a relationship. Taking someone into relationship, beginning a relationship. So there's an ending I'm seeing here, and then there's a beginning as well. Let's look at the energy approaching you. But I see you in your element, and it all has to do with making this decision. A decision you've put off for quite some time. All right. We have the Seven of Rods reversed. We have the World. And we have the King of Swords. So we have the King and the Queen of Swords. Strong air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you could be dealing with another Libra like yourself, or a Gemini or Aquarius. But the energy that's approaching you, like I said, this person has attempted to move away from this connection, but it's too strong. It's a very strong connection, and they have found that they're unable to move away from it. And I feel like they may be feeling a little bit stuck here because they want to end a cycle, and that cycle is that of being stuck. I do feel like they're not going to fight for the connection, though. That being said, they do feel like the two of you are perfectly matched, but they're not going to fight for the connection, and they certainly don't want to fight with you. So, yeah, I feel like this is whoever that you are making a decision to move towards. All right, so Spirit's advice is to find balance before you move forward, to balance things out. So let's look at that. All right, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. We have the Four of Cups. And again, with the Five of Cups in the reverse. So, yeah, take some time, really give this consideration. Understand the gift that's being given to you versus any kind of, third-party energy. And look at the love. Look at what you have to gain, not at what you are losing. So focus on the positive, not upon what's being released. Look at the opportunities is basically what Spirit is saying. So go within. The answers lie in what you are creating, not what you are releasing. And this is what's going to bring in the balance, which will enable you to move forward. So let's look at your outcome. I definitely see you moving away from a connection that, is over, that has kind of soured, and creating change for yourself and embracing a new opportunity. I don't think that new opportunity is going to come easily, though, because that person has tried to move away from this connection. There we go. Okay, so we have Judgment in reverse. Where did that card go? There it is. We have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Star. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to bring balance into this, Libra, because with the Nine of Wands, there's a lot of problems that have to be overcome. This is a long-standing situation here that you're trying to now, you're trying to come back into someone's life. And I feel like that person is a little bit wounded. And so it's going to take some doing, okay? With Judgment in reverse, they may initially turn you down. They may have called judgment on this situation. You definitely have called judgment on a situation. I do see you creating an ending. And as far as the outcome here, I think there will be healing in the situation that you are moving towards. It's what you're hoping for. It's your greatest hope. I do feel like there is going to be balance restored, healing, and I do feel like you are going to get your wish here. But it's not going to be easy. All right? So, bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So, you know, Justice is going to come into play here. It's a card of karma. So those of you who are putting out, you know, into the world those things that are good, you're going to be reaping that which is good. Those that are putting out, you know, negative things, you're going to be reaping some negative things. It is all going to balance out, though, in the end. So, you know, be aware of that. And I do feel that, you know, there is a attempt to try to bring in balance and try to do the right thing. As always, if you are resonating with this story, but you say, okay, well, that's not me, that's the other person, you know, put yourself in the story where you belong, because the energies can flip-flop, okay? Let's go ahead and pull a advice card for you guys for the month and see if there is any further information. Oh, okay. It says, take a reality check. Now, I'm going to read this directly from the book because we tend to get some hidden nuggets when we do that, and I want to make sure you get everything that is available. So, let me just look that up really quickly for you. Here we go. It is full moon in Capricorn, and let me hold it up where you can see it. There we go. Take a reality check. It says this card has two sides to it, literally and metaphorically. If you've been worrying about something, and we know you have, the good news is that you shouldn't waste another moment worrying, as this won't help. Some things only happen once, and that can be really good news. If you're wondering about how something you're keen on is going to turn out, this card could be a sign that you've hit a roadblock. If you want to change that, you're going to need to put in an extra effort with your manifesting work. And there you have it. I mean, that's pretty much what I had just said earlier. So, all right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Libra. It looks like you have some positive changes coming up. Really shifting out of that, you know, overthinking mode and kind of making changes in your life. It looks very positive. If you would, like and share the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And if you want to drop a comment, please feel free to do so. I do read all of them. And until I see you in your weeklies, namaste.